You ever wonder what it feels like to be a grocery ninja, swiftly grabbing the essentials before they vanish from shelves? Well, your time is now, because before April 2025 slips away, there are 25 grocery items you absolutely need to stockpile. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be uploading some more videos about the items that you may not find in the coming days. So whether you're preparing for a pantry apocalypse or just aiming to be the ultimate kitchen hero, here is your foolproof guide to pantry perfection. Number 25, canned goods. The trusty can. It's like the superhero of your pantry, always ready to save the day when you're too busy to cook or need a quick meal. But hold up, these beloved cans are starting to feel the pressure. Thanks to supply chain hiccups, canned foods like soups, beans, and vegetables are slipping into the endangered species list. With production delays and a shortage of key ingredients, your favorite cans might soon be harder to find than a needle in a haystack. And let's be real, you don't want to be left scrambling for beans when the chili cravings hit. So grab the cans now before they become an elusive unicorn of your grocery store. Number 24, rice. The humble grain that's been a dinner staple for centuries. But hold on to your chopsticks, because rice is in trouble. Extreme weather patterns, hello flood and droughts, are wreaking havoc on rice fields across the globe. And let's not forget about the labor shortages that are leaving harvests high and dry. It's like the universe is conspiring to make your sushi night a little less roll and a little more panic. So if you've got rice in your pantry, hold on to it tight. It's becoming rarer than a perfectly steamed jasmine rice bowl. Don't get caught in a riceless disaster when you're craving that perfect stir-fry or side dish. Stock up now before your dessert options go from fluffy to empty. Number 23, pasta. Oh, pasta, how we love thee. Whether it's spaghetti twirling in marinara or a cozy bowl of mac and cheese, pasta is our go-to comfort food. But brace yourself, there's trouble in pasta paradise. Wheat shortages, thanks to international crop failures, pesky droughts, bad weather, they may soon make pasta a rare delicacy. That's right, your spaghetti dreams could be at risk of turning into, noodles of doom if you don't act fast. So before you find yourself staring longingly at that empty pasta shelf, stock up on your favorites, because you can't exactly enjoy lasagna without layers of noodles, right? So grab that box of pasta while you can, and don't let a wheat crisis turn your dinner plans into a pasta disaster. Number 22, cooking oil. You know that moment when you drizzle a little olive oil on your salad or heat it up for the perfect saute? It's pure magic, but guess what? That magic might soon be in short supply. A combination of supply chain disruptions and global crop failures is causing a serious cooking oil shortage, and olive oil is feeling the heat. Thanks to unpredictable weather patterns, including wildfires and droughts in key growing regions, this golden liquid is becoming harder to find than a perfectly cooked fried egg. So before your pantry goes from extra virgin to extra empty, make sure to stock up on the kitchen essentials. Trust us, you don't want to get caught in a stir fry without that splash of oil to save the day. Grab those bottles before they vanish like the last piece of garlic bread at dinner. Number 21, sugar. Now sweeten up your life with a little sprinkle of sugar. Oh wait, better grab it fast before it's gone. Sugar is in a bit of a sticky situation right now. Due to labor shortages and environmental challenges like unpredictable weather and crop issues, sugar production is slowing down and sending shockwaves through your favorite treats. That means that your sugar stash could be on the chopping block sooner than you think. From your morning coffee to that homemade cake, sugar's role is crucial, and it's at risk of becoming a luxury item. So unless you're ready to face life without that go-to sweetener, now is the time to snag some extra bags. Don't let your desserts go from delicious to sad and unsweetened. Stockpile while you can and keep that sweetness alive. Number 20, cereal. Oh, the crunchy joy of waking up to a big bowl of cereal. It's the breakfast of champions. But hold on to your milk cartons, because your favorite box of flakes could soon be harder to find than a spoon in a sink full of dishes. Thanks to rising raw material costs and some major manufacturing delays, cereal production is slowing down, making those once ubiquitous boxes less available. That's right, the cereal aisle might soon look more like a barren wasteland than a colorful, sugary utopia. So before you're left staring at an empty shelf and eating dry oats like a sad, breakfastless soul, stock up on your cereal now. Whether it's the sugary kind, the whole grain, or the ones that promise to give you superpowers, you're going to want to make sure your mornings stay crunchy and sweet. Don't let a cereal shortage ruin your breakfast routine. Grab those boxes while you can. Number 19, frozen veggies. Now let's talk about those frozen veggies, your trusty freezer buddy that never really lets you down. You need a quick side dish or something to throw into a stir fry? Frozen veggies to the rescue. But here's the catch, they're starting to face some frosty problems of their own. Yeah, The freezing process depends on a steady supply of fresh produce, and guess what? That supply is slipping away faster than peas rolling off the counter. Between weather disasters, labor shortages, and some very unchill farming conditions, frozen veggies might be sliding into short supply. So if you're a fan of having your carrots, spinach, and peas on hand for those I'm too tired to cook nights, now is the time to stock up before your freezer turns into a veggie-free zone. Grab a few bags of those frozen greens to keep your meals fresh, easy, and most importantly, frozen for as long as you need. Number 18, frozen meat. You know those perfectly packaged frozen steaks and chicken breasts that save the day when you just can't make it to the butcher? Well, brace yourselves, because those juicy cuts might be in short supply soon. The meatpacking industry is still grappling with some serious logistical challenges, from transporting issues to labor shortages. These hurdles are making it harder for the meat to reach your freezer, and that can mean fewer options on the frozen meat aisle. Now, imagine standing there staring at an empty freezer section like it's the plot of a survival movie. Not exactly the dinner party you had in mind, right? So if you're the kind of person who enjoys a quick grill out or a hassle-free dinner, it may be time to stock up on some frozen meats while you still can. Don't let your barbecue dreams turn into a meatless Monday nightmare. Grab those frozen cuts and keep your freezer fully stocked before it's too late. Number 17, flour. Flour, the magical powder that turns dough into pizzas, pancakes, and the best cookies ever. But here's the doughy disaster that's on the horizon. Flour might be harder to find pretty soon, thanks to some not-so-sweet circumstances. Wheat production's getting hit hard by droughts and other climate challenges, meaning fewer crops are making it to the mill. So while you're dreaming of baking that perfect loaf of bread or whipping up a batch of brownies, you might find your pantry a little more barren than you'd like. If you're planning any future baking marathons, it's time to stock up. Don't let a flour shortage leave you with empty hands and no cake to bake. Grab that bag of flour now before your flour power turns into flour famine. Number 16, sweets and chocolates. Oh, the sweet, sweet joy of chocolate. Whether it's a bar of creamy milk chocolate or a handful of decadent truffles, chocolates are the ultimate comfort treat. But here's the twist. Your favorite chocolate may be slipping into the land of unreliable soon. Why? Well, cocoa bean production is fluctuating like a roller coaster, thanks to unpredictable weather, crop diseases, and supply chain issues. That means that your precious chocolate stash might be harder to find than the last piece of fudge at a party. Imagine reaching for your favorite chocolate bar only to find the shelf empty. I know. So before you're left with a chocolate-less existence, grab your favorites now and indulge while you still can. You don't want to end up with a candy craving and no sweet treats in sight. Stock up on those chocolates before they disappear into the cocoa abyss. Number 15, coffee. Coffee, the magic elixir that transforms mere mortals into fully functional humans each morning. But hold your mug tight because your morning brew might be in jeopardy. Coffee beans are facing serious supply chain issues, and the root of the problem lies in some very uncoffee-friendly weather conditions. Between droughts, floods, and temperature swings, coffee-growing regions are struggling to keep up with the demand for those precious beans. That means your favorite espresso, latte, or cold brew can become as rare as a unicorn. So before you find yourself in a caffeine crisis, it's time to stock up. Grab that bag of beans, or better yet, those single-serve pods, because you don't want to be stuck sipping water when you need that kickstart. Keep your coffee routine intact and make sure your pantry is stocked, because a coffee shortage, now that is a real wake-up call. Number 14, canned fish. Oh, the convenience of popping open a can of tuna or salmon for a quick meal. But guess what? The canned fish aisle might soon be a little emptier than you're used to. The fishing industry is struggling to meet demand, and supply chain hiccups are causing gaps in availability. Overfishing, stricter regulations, and environmental changes are all playing a role in making your go-to fishy snacks less reliable. That means your trusty tuna salad or your salmon sandwich might turn into a rare catch. So if you're a fan of these seafood staples, it's time to stock up. Don't let your pantry turn into a no-fish zone when you're craving that fishy goodness. Grab a few extra cans now because the fish in the can might soon be harder to reel in than you think. Number 13, dairy. Who doesn't love a good slice of cheese, whether it's melted on pizza or paired with a cracker? But here's the kicker. Your dairy dreams may soon be at risk. Ongoing farm and supply chain issues are making dairy products, especially cheese, harder to get. From labor shortages on farms to logistical headaches in just getting products to shelves, dairy production is facing some serious challenges, meaning that your beloved cheese might be a little more elusive than usual, leaving you with fewer options for that grilled cheese or cheese platter. So before you're left with an empty fridge and no cheddar to shred, it's time to stock up. Grab that extra block of mozzarella or cheddar while you can, and keep your dairy game strong. Because let's be honest, life without cheese, utterly unthinkable. Number 12, eggs. The humble egg, the superstar of breakfast, the secret ingredient in baked goods, and the ultimate quick snack. But here's the extra bad news. Eggs might be getting harder to crack into your cart. Avian flu outbreaks and rising production costs are causing serious egg shortages, leaving you scrambling for those cartons. With chicken farms being hit by disease and feed costs soaring, egg production is taking a major hit. This means your go-to breakfast or baking essential may soon become a rare find. So before you're left with an empty carton and no eggs to fry, boil, or scramble, it's time to stock up. Grab a couple extra dozen while you can, because an eggless life is definitely no yoke. Number 11, meat substitutes. The future of food is plant-based, but it looks like the future might be getting a little slim in the meatless aisle. Those delicious plant-based burgers, sausages, and nuggets that we've come to love are facing supply shortages, thanks to a lack of key ingredients like soy, peas, and other plant proteins. With farming challenges, climate disruptions, and increased demand, the production of these plant-powered proteins is struggling to keep pace. So if you're relying on that juicy veggie burger for your barbecue or quick weeknight dinner, you may find yourself with a bare shelf and an empty bun. Don't let your plant-based lifestyle go into the meatless void. Stock up on those substitutes while you can, because a world without your favorite plant-based burger, now that is a real grill breaker. Number 10, snack foods. Snack time just got a little more complicated. Those crunchy chips, crispy crackers, and oh-so-satisfying snack mixes that you love are facing some serious supply chain issues. Packaging shortages and skyrocketing ingredient prices are causing production delays, meaning that your favorite munchies might not be as readily available as you'd like. Imagine walking down the snack aisle only to find it looking like a barren desert of empty shelves and sad, lonely bags. Yikes! So if you're a snack enthusiast who can't live without that savory fix, now is the time to stock up. Grab a few extra bags of chips, crackers, or whatever your snack-loving heart desires, because you don't want to be caught in a snackless snack attack. Get them while they're still on the shelf and keep the crunch going. Number 9, canned tomatoes. Think about it. Spaghetti sauce, chili, soup, stews, all of these are enhanced by the magic of canned tomatoes. But here's the twist. Your go-to pantry staple might soon become a rare find. Tomato crops are facing some serious challenges, from weather issues like droughts and floods to pests and diseases wreaking havoc on the harvest. This means fewer tomatoes are making it to the canning process, and soon you might find that your favorite canned tomatoes are becoming harder to find than that last bite of lasagna. So before your tomato stock turns into a distant memory, it's time to grab a couple extra cans. Whether you're a marinara master or a chili champion, don't let that tomato shortage ruin your recipe game. Stock up and keep your pantry full of that saucy goodness. Number 8, lettuce and fresh greens. Now we all know about the power of a crisp, refreshing salad or a vibrant sandwich with leafy greens, but guess what? Your beloved lettuce and fresh greens may soon become rarer than a perfect avocado. Weather-related disruptions, from floods to droughts, are hitting the farming of fresh produce hard, leaving crops like lettuce, spinach, and arugula struggling to grow. The result? A potential shortage of those fresh, crunchy greens that make every meal feel light and fresh. So if you're a salad aficionado or a sandwich builder, it's time to stock up. Don't let your next salad turn into a sad lettuce-free situation. Grab those fresh greens while you can, because the last thing you want to find is your fridge devoid of those leafy treasures. Number 7, canned fruit. You know that sweet, tangy bite of canned peaches or the juicy burst of fruit cocktail that can brighten up any dessert or snack? Well, brace yourself, because those fruity favorites may soon be in short supply. Just like tomatoes, fruit crops are struggling with the unpredictable weather. Too much rain, not enough sun, or early frosts, all causing crops to falter. That means fewer fruit harvests are making it to the canning process, and your go-to canned fruit may become as elusive as the perfect picnic weather. So before your pantry turns into a barren fruit garden, stock up on those cans of tropical bliss and sweet berries. Whether it's a fruit salad, a pie filling, or just a quick snack, you don't want to be caught without your fruity fix when the shelves start to go empty. Grab those cans while you can, because a world without canned fruit, well, that's very unfortunate. Number 6, toilet paper. Now, you thought we were past the toilet paper madness, didn't you? Well, think again, because every now and then, the toilet paper aisle still plays a game of hide and seek when supply chain issues hit. It's no longer a full-blown pandemic panic, thankfully, but toilet paper is still vulnerable to disruptions in manufacturing and shipping. A sudden shortage could have you scrambling for the last roll like it's a treasure chest at the end of a scavenger hunt. So before you find yourself caught in a roll-less disaster, make sure that you've got a stockpile of TP ready to go. Trust us, you don't want to be left in an uncomfortable situation when the shelves go bare. Grab a few extra packs now and keep your bathroom fully stocked, because life without toilet paper, now that is a real crisis. Number 5. Peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter, how we love thee. Spread on toast, swirled into smoothies, or just eaten straight from the jar. No judgment, but here's the twist. Your peanut butter supply may be facing some serious hurdles. The peanut harvest is under threat due to crop challenges like droughts and unpredictable weather, meaning fewer peanuts are making it into the jars that we all depend on. That could lead to a shortage of your creamy or chunky favorite. So before your pantry turns into a peanut butter desert, it's time to stock up on those jars of nutty goodness. Whether you're a PB&J enthusiast or a fan of a quick spoonful of protein, don't let a peanut shortage leave you high and dry. Grab a couple extra jars while you can and keep the spreadable joy alive. Number 4. Tea. Ah, your hot cup of tea, the ultimate comfort. Whether you're sipping it in the morning to kickstart your day or winding down with a relaxing brew at night. But here's the steep reality. Tea production is facing some serious climate challenges. Due to unpredictable weather patterns, extreme temperatures, and droughts in key growing regions, tea crops are struggling, and some areas are seeing reduced yields. That means your favorite green, black, or herbal teas could become harder to find than the perfect tea kettle whistle. So if you're a tea lover who can't imagine a day without a cup in hand, it's time to stock up on those hot bags or loose leaves. Don't let a tea shortage leave you in the lurch with just a mug of hot water. Grab a few extra boxes while you can and keep that tea time going strong. Because life without tea, brutally unthinkable. Number 3, bread. The smell of fresh baked bread is like a warm hug for the soul, but that comforting loaf may be soon a little harder to find on your grocery run. Thanks to flour shortages and skyrocketing prices, bread production is taking a hit, making your daily loaf a little more elusive. Rising wheat costs, coupled with supply chain delays, are causing bread to become more challenging to produce and stock on shelves. So before you end up with a sandwich made of lettuce and nothing else, it's time to stock up on your favorite bread. Whether it's a hearty whole grain, soft white, or crunchy sourdough, grab a couple extra loaves while you can, because a world without bread, that's a crummy situation. Number 2, spices. The secret to every flavorful dish? Spices. They bring life to your meals and turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. But here's the spice sizzle. Some of your favorite spices, especially rarer ones, are facing serious challenges thanks to climate change. Weather extremes like droughts and floods are wreaking havoc on spice crops, from saffron to vanilla and everything in between. That means your go-to boosters might be soon harder to find than a needle in a haystack. So if you're a spice connoisseur who loves adding a dash of exotic flavor to your cooking, it's time to grab those jars while you can. Stock up on your favorites, because a life without a sprinkle of cardamom or a pinch of turmeric is a bland existence. Don't let a spice shortage leave your meals flat. Spice up your pantry while you can. And number 1, bottled water. Yeah, we all take it for granted. You just grab a bottle of water and stay hydrated, right? But here's the splashy news. Bottled water might soon become as rare as a desert oasis. Global water scarcity issues, driven by climate change and overuse of resources, are making clean, drinkable water harder to source in some regions, meaning that bottled water could be hit by supply shortages, and those shelves of easy-to-grab hydration may soon start looking a little emptier. So before you find yourself parched and unable to snag your usual bottle, it's time to stock up. Whether it's for your daily hydration or emergency preparedness, grabbing a couple extra cases of bottled water now could save you from a thirsty situation later. Because a world without water, now that is a dry crisis. And there you have it, 25 grocery items that you need to stockpile before April of 2025 ends. With supply chain issues and climate challenges looming, now's the time to grab those essentials. Don't wait until it's too late. Secure your stash and stay ahead of the curve. Drop your thoughts, share with friends, and stay tuned, because who knows what else is going to disappear next.